What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas701 here, and today we're back again with another Transformer figure review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series number 97, Rise of the Beast Deluxe Class Airazor. Now, Airazor is going to be, once again, another shelf warmer, and for those of you who do not know what a shelf warmer is a Transformer that literally sits on the shelf until it hits clearance aisles, and then usually once it hits clearance aisles, it disappears and you'll never see it again. However, with this figure, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised even in the slightest. I'm really not. For two basic reasons. The first reason is very lack thereof of engineering in design wise into this. And I say that because this is literally just a heavy remold and very slight retool of the Kingdom Airazor. And as we all know, Kingdom Airazor got so many different remolds and repaints, it's not even funny. So, with the fact that they didn't even bother to try giving us a brand new sculpt for this, that's an automatic demerit in my book. Like, seriously, you guys had so many other designs you guys could have gone with, but this is what you chose to give us? For real, Hasbro? Like, come on. I mean, I understand you had the mold, you were like, okay, it works, great, we know it works, let's use it. But I mean, you guys, for real, you could have. There were so many things that you could have done with a different mold, and this is what you chose to give us. Like, seriously, with this design here, you couldn't have chosen a different design for this at all. You couldn't have. Like, seriously, I'm totally gonna roast you guys on this one. Oh, by the way, this is a massive shout out and thank you to not Optibotimus. I'm not even going to shout him out at all right now because I didn't get these from him. I got these from Optination Review. That is exactly who I got this from. And by the way, once again, thank you, mate. I cannot say this quite enough. You're literally keeping this channel's lights on, man. You're literally helping us. Long live Optination, or till all our Optination. Rock on, dude. Thank you very much. And also, he also is the reason why I have Bumblebee, Airazor, Freezer, and also currently Scourge is on the way. So yes, we will be doing Rise of the Beast Scourge, however we have to wait for him to arrive. But once again, that's no big deal. So once again, thank you, and to all our Optination, I'm shouting you out here and now. Rock on, dude. So anyways, this is Kingdom Earthrise, whatever you want to call it. This is basically Kingdom Airazor. If I have to nitpick on this thing so much, this is genuinely just Kingdom Airazor. They did not do a thing to this. They barely did anything to this. The only differences that I noticed were there were a few minor transformation things that they did to kind of make it different, and they also added extra wingspan, like this. Like they made these way bigger than Airazor's normally is. And I do have Airazor, but I'm not going to pull her out right now and just do that because I don't feel like it. Excuse me, I am nursing a cold a little bit, and it is a pain in the ass. Thank you very much. So, anyways, so once again, this whole thing didn't make any sense to me at all. Like, you couldn't have figured out a way to fill in these gaps. You couldn't have figured a way out to do anything of that. I literally have this transformed as per the instructions, okay? And this is what we're going to have to look at. Why? You guys had a freaking almost unlimited budget for these things, and you still couldn't fix this problem? Anyways, so we're going to get right down to it. We're going to get into a scale comparison. But before we do, the wingspan is freaking huge. Like, it's huge, man. It's big. So, anyways, we're going to shorten these wingspans down and get her in her Falcon mode. Like so. So, here she is with the previous review, which y'all seem to love. I still, tell me what you guys loved about this video in the comments below, because I'm actually kind of curious about that. I genuinely would like to know why on earth you guys like that video so much. But the last review, Rise of the Beast Bumblebee. Here she is next to her maximum brethren, Voyager Cheetor. Here she is with some of the Autobots. The other Autobots. Here she is with Mainline Wheeljack, otherwise known as Transformers' excuse for going woke. Here she is next to the next review, which is going to literally be happening. Here she is next to Freezer. And here she is next to Optimus Prime. And finally, here she is next to Core Class RC. Who... See, the wheels on that figure make it so unbalanced. I cannot stress that enough about this thing. These back wheels just make it so unbalanced. Anyways. Alright. So now down to the transformation. Now the transformation is exactly like the Kingdom one, except for there's a couple of steps that are simplified and or to make this look a little bit easier. So we're just going to basically do this step by step as if it was the Kingdom version, except for with one minor step. But basically, to do this, to start it off, you're going to flatten that out, lift this tail piece up, basically just get this whole thing started, unlift that. We're going to rotate this up and forward. Then we're going to accordion it down on these double hinges here. After we let's move the legs first. Well, yeah, literally move the legs down, extend them at the knee, fold in that shin piece, make sure all that's good to go, fold out the legs, rotate that down, straighten it out, straighten out the shin piece, all that. Then you're going to bring the arms out. Sorry, I did this backwards like beforehand, but you're going to bring the arms out first. You're going to do this step first, bring out the arms, then do the step that I did in the very first step. Then you're going to do that. I did it backwards. Then you're going to unhook that and then accordion this whole section down. And then you're going to clip it back in like so. And with the wings, you're going to accordion them inward on this hinge. Then you're going to bring them inward on this hinge. And then you're going to fold it inward on the inside hinge. This is the one thing I did not like about Kingdom Airazor, which is why I wish they did a different mold for it. This step bothered me, but you're going to then make sure that this tab here goes into that slot. But on my copy, it just doesn't seem to like to tab in at all. Come on. There we go. Nope, still no. Okay, there we go. Why are you not sticking in? There. That's this piece. Okay, to make sure all the tail feathers are pushed down. Okay, then you do that, and then straighten out the wings. Do the same thing on the other side. Do this, accordion it inward. Make sure it tabs in properly. Not trying to force it. Don't force your figures; it'll break that way. But you got to break in the figures a little bit. Make sure the wings look like this. Okay. Just make sure they look like that. Straighten out the hands. Straighten out the weapons. Straighten out the hands, weapons. Rotate the bicep to straighten out the arms. All that fun stuff and all that jazz. Alright, there you have Kingdom Air... Or not Kingdom. I'm going to say Kingdom because this is literally what it feels like. Here you have Rise of the Beasts Airazor in her robot mode. Now, before we continue on with this, must make note... Airazor, and this is a spoiler alert for everybody here watching at home, and I am going to drop this because the movie is available to buy on digital. If you haven't been paying attention to Optination Reviews, he let us know about that yesterday. But Airazor does not transform at all in the movie. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, she doesn't transform at all in the movie into her robot mode. She does not do that at all. She stays in her Falcon mode the entire time. Okay? So why did you waste such a beautiful robot mode? I would love to know that. because this robot mode is beautiful. I love this. This is perfect, okay? Like, honestly, I know they stole a lot from Kingdom, and I know they stole a lot from the original Beast Wars, but honestly, that's fine because that's what this is supposed to represent. But at the same time, why would you guys waste such a beautiful robot mode? This just does not make sense to me as to why you would do such a thing. Anyways, here we get into some scale comparisons. This one actually is bigger than the Kingdom version, I must say that. So, here she is next to her Maximal brother, Cheetor. Meow. Here she is next to Autobot Core Class RC. Stay put. Zoom. Here she is next to last review Deluxe Bumblebee. Here she is next to Wheeljack. And here she is next to Mainline Prime. Oh, and before I forget, here she is next to, next review, Freezer. At least in his turret mode. Alright, so to wrap things up with this figure, I love the robot mode. All of the joints are pretty much the same. It's all pretty much the same figure. But so, this is where my tongue stops working and my brain stops sending signals to my mouth. But this figure, I feel like they wasted the potential with it by keeping her completely in her maximal form. That's the only thing that I will say against against Rise of the Beasts Airazor. However, in toy form, I think the robot mode looks great. If we got to see this within the movie, fighting alongside, this, I definitely think I could have stuck around a little bit longer. But the fact that these two, I mean, she's like the one who has the most screen time out of all of the Maximals. If I'm not mistaken, right next to Primal. She does. But seriously though, this was something I was very excited to see, and I'm very happy that I was able to get it. So once again, massive thanks to Optination Reviews, to all our Optination. And you can check him out on YouTube and Patreon. I will leave a link to his Patreon down below where you can check him out and all that fun stuff. He's got 3 different tiers. If I'm not mistaken, they are just a simple Nest Crew, Colonel Lennox, and Prime tier, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% certain on that. Don't quote me. You can definitely check it out, though. I will leave it I will leave a link for it in the description below if you guys are interested in checking him out. He is literally the guy who is supplying me with these figures, and I honestly cannot thank him enough because, this just once again, if you can, literally get on your knees and bow down to Optination if you can. But don't bow down too hard. We all don't need a massive ego, but just if you could just please do that for me, it would be awesome. So, anyways, this is Thomas701 saying don't forget to subscribe for more content. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Optination Reviews. Don't forget to subscribe to Patrick with a Y, Jordy's Railfan Productions, and Memphis Railfan Productions, and Take Along Productions, and along with iStar552. So without further ado, this is Thomas701 saying don't forget to keep playing with your toys.